Okay, day 4. I don't think I'm gonna get done today. I really don't. I just got that cover on last night, so I have to start putting everything back on. I think it's like this, and then this, and then this, and then a couple of things, and the different pulleys, and putting all the wires back, which I'll have to watch a lot of videos for that because I'm not going to remember where any of this stuff goes and what layers over what. And yep, that should be fun. Picked up a new oil filter, so I'll switch that out as well. But I mean, I'm going to try and get to a point where I can start the engine up today. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's the point that I'm trying to get to. But it's Sunday, so I have to do a lot of like chores, like laundry and cleaning and meal prepping for the week and cooking dinner. And yeah, I mean, it's already like 9:30, so I've lost hour and a half, 2 hours going to the grocery store and all that. But we'll see where I get to. And hopefully I get to a point where there's not much left to do after today. Because I really don't want to be in here for the next 3 days after work. If I can get it to where I can start the car, then I probably have just like one good after work session to get the car back together. Assuming everything's right. I don't know, I could have messed something up and forgot a piece, or I don't know. First time I've done this, first time working on an engine, I could have totally messed something up. Who knows? But we're just gonna get to it and see what happens. I've gotten a lot of this stuff back on. I got all the wiring, all the bolts, and got the pulleys and a new, what is it called, a serpentine belt or whatever. I put the power steering pump back on, the alternator, the AC compressor. Yeah, that's what that is. But I forgot when I was taking off the alternator that I broke this clip. The little thing's gone. So if I were to plug this in, I don't know, it'd probably take like 5 minutes for this thing to back out and just not be connected to this anymore. So I can't have that. And I really don't think I can put the rest of the car back together and then come from under and splice this. I think that's just going to be way too difficult. So I think I am just going to be done for the day. And I'll wait till tomorrow or the next day when the replacement clip harness thing comes in, and I'll splice it on there and then put it back in and start putting her back together. That really sucks because, I mean, I broke that. Well, I guess that would have been the second day whenever I was getting this close. But still, that means I probably could have had this in today if I would have thought to actually go and buy one. What was that, Thursday? So, it's my own damn fault that I'm not finishing this. But man, this is a job. This is a lot. If this was just like my just a little personal car or whatever that, you know, I wasn't doing a bunch of stuff to, then I probably would have paid the couple $1,000 for somebody to do this, because this is a lot. This is very in depth, and I mean, I could have messed something up and you know, screwed this whole thing up, and I just won't know until something happens. So it's just one of those things where you start it up and you pray, and if it works, then you just continue praying. But I think I did good. I'm pretty thorough with everything, but I'm also, you know, not a mechanic, so I could have forgotten something. I was really hoping to get it all back together because, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter because by now I've forgotten how all this goes back together. It's just going to be picking whatever's first in line and then going to see how it lines up. Hopefully my memory kicks in when I go to do that and I'll know what's going on, but you never know. You never know. I might have to go watch the video or play in reverse or something. Yeah, I was really hoping to get this to the point where I could crank her up and make sure she runs, but it's not in the cards. So, I guess I'll see y'all in the next, not the next video, this will be one video, but I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day or whenever I decide to get this plug in. Okay, I guess technically day 5. Clip came in and, you know, rewired it and everything, so that should be good. The wires that came with it were like twice as big as what the alternator actually uses, so, you know, that's fine, as long as it's not twice as small. So my dad helped me do that, and I think I can start putting everything back on it and see if I can get to a point where I can put fluid in it and crank her up.
I don't wanna risk it all again, but I don't wanna be on my own. It always goes much better in my head, but the feelings end up wasted. So I'm sorry for breaking down when you said you got me. I'm used to being let down, but I'm hoping if I'm falling too fast, then you'll catch me. You'll catch me. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
Okay, I'm done for the night. I'm pretty close to having it started up. I just gotta do a few more things, put all the fluid in it, and see what happens. But I don't know, it's already 7 o'clock, and I don't particularly feel like working on it anymore. And if it does work and it's fine, and I can start putting the whole thing back together, that's just gonna take another night anyway, because, you know, I still have the headlights and the whole front and the hood and everything. So I think I'm just gonna call it here and, you know, finish it all the way up tomorrow or whatever the next day is, where I don't get off work too late. Now, there's this plug, and I'm not sure where it goes. I don't know where. I mean, it can't reach anywhere, and I have yellow up in here, but there's nothing. It's like there's something missing that it would plug into right there. So I'm gonna look through all the stuff I have the next time and try and figure out what the hell that goes to. It could be a wire. I mean, there's this. Oh, that goes in. That goes in here somewhere, I think. Or no, that's for the lights. Yeah, there's just like a couple wires here and there that I gotta trace down to where they're supposed to end up. But besides that, oh yeah, there's all this shit. Oh my god, okay. Move that front and center. That's probably where the plug goes. Maybe. Oh, wait. Hey, there it is. Okay, solved that problem. That's good to know. I would have been wondering about that all night. Okay. Well, I hope I don't have to take anything off to get that where it needs to go. I think it runs along this outside and then comes up under here or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Yep. Okay. I got off work a little bit early today, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can do the last little bit of putting stuff together, fill it up with fluid, and start her up, see what happens. Hopefully it works.
I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting.
Okay. It's all back together. I say it's all back. I mean, like, everything that needs to be plugged in is plugged in. So it shouldn't throw any weird codes. I may have to override it once. Whatever. I got fluids and everything. Hopefully that's all good. That's all right. I'm assuming once I turn it on, it's going to make the coolant level a lot lower once it starts going through the system. Same thing with the oil. So right now I'm just going to do what my friend told me to and just start it up and pray. I think it worked.
I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
And she's back together. I think I did everything right. I guess we'll just find out, you know, if something blows up later. There's not really much I can do besides, you know, just drive it and monitor it and all that stuff. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go drive it around, test it out, see what happens, see if anything weird goes on, and, you know, just enjoy the car for a little bit. And then next thing I gotta do is the CSE delete for the transmission. So I'll probably order that soon and get that done before the first event. I don't think I'm gonna be able to mess with angle in time. Okay, that one's just totally broken. Yeah, it's useless. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do angle in time, I don't think. I got so many things going on. So that'll be later, quite later. But a recap of the whole experience. That sucked. I did enjoy, like, learning more about the car and taking it apart and doing stuff with the engine. Finally got engine experience. Did not like stripping those 2 bolt holes, but both of those were entirely my fault. And just the first one with the, I can never remember what it's called, where the head gaskets are, that thing. That was just me not knowing the tool and not feeling that the torque wrench had already clicked, and just being not present enough to realize that, you know, 40 inch-pounds is not that tight. So that'll be something that I got to deal with later. And I'm hoping it's just the middle one that's stripped, because I mean I went pretty tight on all of the bolt holes around, but none of them felt like they were stripping. They all kind of stopped. So I'm hoping it's just the middle one, but I could have fucked up all of them. And then the thermostat one, that was stupid. Once again, me being stupid. I should have been hand threading in everything, all the bolts, until they were a certain amount in, and then using my little electric ratchet thing. But I just kind of put it on the end, stuck it in there, and it just stripped it very quickly. So now I know, don't fuck around in the engine. Everything went back together pretty smoothly. Like, I was like not rushing, but I was trying to get everything done within the 4-day weekend that I had during 4th of July. And because I was worried about not knowing how everything went back together, but really didn't have a problem. There was a couple things here and there I'm like, what the hell? But I mean, I just kind of trusted that it's something that, you know, got fixed with the more things you put on it, and pretty much everything was. Yeah, it was an interesting experience, but I don't like how I don't know whether anything's messed up or not. I mean, if anything was like really messed up, I'd probably know pretty soon. But if I just kind of messed up something, then that could be a problem that shows up, you know, during my first event or a year from now. So yeah, I don't recommend that unless, you know, you're doing the drift car stuff and wanting to learn. There's enough videos out there where you just watch them and you're good. But yeah, that was a pain in the ass. If I added up all the time I've spent on this project, it would probably be over 40 hours easily. So if you got the brain power and the time, then, you know, go ahead and do it. If not, just pay I think people have been quoted anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 to get it done at a shop. But the good thing is, if I did everything correct, then I really don't have to go up into the front of the engine ever again. The gallery gaskets are good. They'll be set for, well, you know, probably until this car is blown up or wrecked or something. I did the water pump, I did thermostat, timing chains, I did a tensioner and a half. Yeah. I don't really think there's much else to say with this. I hope it was fun watching, because I didn't really pay too much attention to making it look pretty and moving the camera around, because I know it was such a big job. It would have been an absolute pain to constantly move that camera around. So I just kind of stayed in one spot. I don't know if that's going to be boring or not. Thanks for coming along for this experience. Next drift event, September 7th, I think. So come to that, and I'll give you a ride along. Or anybody will give you a ride along. Just bring a helmet or find somebody with an extra helmet. Super fun. It's a one-day event on a Saturday. Yep. I'll see y'all next time.